Hello friends, how are you doing? Today I will be talking about how to run in this beautiful, wonderful, bright, glorious weather of summer we have. You see, in the color of my shirt also symbolizes the happiness and brightness of summertime. As school started, college started and stuff, I didn't have the time that I would like to have to film videos. And I was originally going to film a video about what I've learned from my first year of college. I had that planned, but I don't plan on filming it now because I feel like other people are uploading those videos. I just didn't want my videos to get lost in that mix. So that video will probably be coming in August. So all you wonderful people will have all these lessons I learned from my freshman year of college all refreshed in your mind, ready to dive through this wonderful school year you're about to encounter in your wonderful life. So the sun is shining. Your skin feels like melting. You go outside and feel the temperature, and it makes you feel like going back inside. Well, I have some tips for you to help you avoid this situation. The summer is actually a wonderful time to chase your fitness or running goals because you don't have school to get in your way. It's also a great opportunity to get faster for your cross-country season in the fall, and my shirt is from State. So heat training will prepare you for races in the unavoidable heat. And instead of avoiding the heat, adapt to it. Once your body is more used to running in a warmer temperature, it will make running in colder temperatures easier for you, which gives you an advantage among competitors. The heat improves the efficiency of blood flowing from your core to your skin, which also gives you an advantage because there's more blood that's flowing to your muscles, which can help you run faster because now your mitochondria and your muscle cells will get the oxygen they need in the blood. And plus, running in extreme temperatures will also help your body used to adjusting its core temperature and increase blood volume, which also in turn helps deliver more oxygen to your wonderful mitochondria so it can produce ATP and help you run faster. Isn't it awesome? Anyways. And also sweating can help you get rid of toxins in your body. Focus on the advantages of running in the heat because that's what motivates me to go out and run. Another thing I love about summer is that the long, awesome daylight. Therefore, you have more opportunities and time slots to be able to run and be happy in the outdoors. Another important thing is if you think it's too hot and it's not safe, that's bad for your health to run outside, you can always check a weather website to tell you the air quality and heat index. If it's poor, then you should stay out of the heat, maybe run on a treadmill or go swim. My first tip is kind of obvious, it's to drink water. Not drinking enough water can make your muscles cramp and make you feel lightheaded and nauseous during your run. I don't want this to happen to you, so make sure you drink your water throughout the day. And how you can tell if you're drinking enough water is the color of your urine. And wow, that was a coincidence. I was wearing the same color as urine. I mean, that was completely unintended. Basically, if your pee is the same color as my shirt, that means you're probably not hydrating enough. If your pee is mostly clear but slightly yellow, that means you're fine. If your pee is completely clear, that means you're probably too hydrated. And once I drank way too much water and I ran a race because I was trying to stay hydrated and I felt really dizzy through the race. So make sure you're not drinking too much or too little. Also, drinking too much water can possibly give you a side stitch, which is really annoying when you're running because it kind of cramps when you're trying to run, but it's like not happy with you. So yeah, don't drink too much water. Okay. So therefore, I stopped drinking water about 30 to 60 minutes before a run to avoid that annoying side stitch. And sometimes during a run, I also drink water if you're out for more than 1 hour or I feel like I just really need to, so I just kind of just go what I feel. So when you sweat a lot, you also lose salt and other electrolytes. So if you're running for more than an hour and you're sweating a lot, then you should probably bring a drink with electrolytes in it so you won't mess up the water balance in your body. Don't avoid salt in your diet because it is important for your body to maintain fluid and not dehydrate due to osmosis. Flow of water from high concentration. Also, try not to drink any drinks with caffeine or alcohol because they are diuretics. Therefore, they make you pee more, so you lose more water in your urine. Also, avoid foods high in protein before you run because those are harder to digest, and because they're harder to digest, it takes more energy for your stomach to digest them, which makes heat accumulate in your stomach, which you don't want that because your really second tip is about timing. Try running in the morning or evening, and try to avoid running outside when the sun is at the strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Heat training will help you during a race, but there comes a point where it will be detrimental to your health, especially if the heat and air quality index is poor. And if you don't have other times to run, maybe you can also try treadmill or cross-train like biking or swimming or even third tip is about clothing, because the clothing you wear can affect your experience of your run. Try to wear loose and light colored clothes like this one. Dark colors absorb heat, which can make you feel like you're a stove. When I run, in almost any weather basically, I like to wear just a t-shirt and running shorts, like this one. You can also try dry fit clothes, which are basically thinner t-shirts, and I guess they're called dry fit because they make your sweat dry faster because they're thinner and they're made of some kind of like material that looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. That's different from traditional cotton shirts. Also, when you're running in the heat, try to avoid wearing anything on your head because that's where your head loses. Because your head loses most of your heat, and you want your head to lose the heat, so you don't want to cover something up so it can't lose the heat, you know. So if you want to protect your wonderful, beautiful face from sunburn, you can also try. One tip is to wear sunscreen because I don't want you to get skin cancer. Maybe you can also try sunglasses to protect your wonderful, beautiful eyes from getting sunburned. And sunburned skin loses its ability to sweat, which will not help you cool. My fifth tip is to plan your route. So the asphalt on most sidewalks and the track are really good at absorbing heat, so it's best to avoid them when the sun is like directly shining on them. So you can try trail running or plan your run around parks so you have a lot of water fountains to access. Running besides a large body of water will also be cooler because the water absorbs the heat. It takes it away from the air, so you don't have to feel it. It's also really nice to end your run with a swim or some more pool running. It's also nice and refreshing and cool, and it feels like an ice bath. It just feels like it relaxes your wonderful muscles after you work really hard. And my sixth tip is to seek a buddy or running group because it's good to have people with you to make sure that you are safe outside this extreme weather. And before you leave the house to go again, you should also let your wonderful family members know where you are going. And my seventh and final tip is to make adjustments. Try to avoid long and high intensity workouts when the sun is at its strongest. If you're not able to run when the strong is not as strong like in the morning or evening, maybe you can try running on a treadmill. If you can't run on a treadmill, you can try cross-training. If you can't cross-train, maybe you have to try another day because I don't want you to get a heat stroke and your health is more important than how fast you run. So if you miss one day of running, it's not going to affect much. Also, when you run in the heat, slow your mile pace by 1.5 to 3% for every 10 degrees above 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And what I like to do is when I go for a run, I like to run my first mile slower and have my body adjust and get used to it morning, like and all that kind of stuff. And then I try to run all my splits as negative splits. This way, it prepares me for a race because during a race I like to progress faster. And starting your run slightly slower, not going all out, can also help the rest of your run be more enjoyable because your legs won't feel like running. And due to the fact that running in the heat makes you slower, you can try running based on effort rather than wearing a GPS watch and having it tell you every single mile slip because it's probably going to be slower, you're probably not going to like these numbers, and it's better just run based on effort rather than just like focusing on hitting a certain slope. If it's hot out, you're not gonna run as fast as you want. So might as well not disappoint yourself if you care about the Anyways, that concludes my video. I hope you found it helpful. I also will include a link to my blog, my Instagram, my healthy food Instagram, my art blog, all down below for you to all check out if you want to see more of me. You know you want to. And while you're here, feel free to check out my other videos as well on more running tips, life tips, travel vlogs, and I also take requests, so feel free to comment or message me on any of my social media platforms. I hope my tips will make your experiences in running in the heat much more enjoyable, and